Another month has come and gone, and we are once more blessed with another Blue Exorcist chapter. And I have to say, I like this even more than last chapter. Last chapter, we came out with a bang with Rin versus Satan, and actually managing to land a blow on Satan. And something I want to clarify from last week, when that octopus thing guarding Satan kind of threw Satan in the way of Rin's attack. It was more or less confirmed this chapter, and I looked back at it. Turns out the black mist from that dark dragon that was summoned last chapter was affecting the octopus, thus causing it to move Satan in a way that it did not intend to. And we get more clarification on this with this chapter. But before I get into this honestly really awesome chapter, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates on future videos, and to let me know if you want more Blue Exorcist content in the future. As of right now, I'm certainly just doing the main chapter reviews, but I do plan to do more Blue Exorcist videos in between to give you guys something to look forward to outside of the main chapters. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at The Greek Weeb for other updates on future videos to see when I post, as sometimes people don't get notified when my videos go up. So follow me there, as I will be posting when I update videos. And also to check out what else I'm talking about or my thoughts on series that I'm reading but not covering on the channel. With all that said and done, let's hit that intro and start the chapter. So today, we got chapter 133, part 2. I think that maybe Kazue Kato wanted to make this chapter and last chapter one full chapter for the official return back in May, but ended up only being able to do those initial 22 pages, and thus we got the rest of it right now, which in total adds up to a full roughly 50 pages, which is basically around the average for a monthly manga. So I just want to get that out of the way. I don't know why it's called 133 part 2, but it's probably because this was originally supposed to be part of 133 when it came back. So we just got a part 2 slapped onto it. And on the video, I'm just going to put 133.2, as that is basically what it stated on the website. But anyway, we continue where we left off last time, with Yukio confirming that the best place to snipe from will be at the top of the crags behind them. And it has a good field of fire, and it is being shielded by a bunch of rocks from the carrier that fell beforehand because of Lewin's fall earlier when they originally made it to that area. So it has wind resistance and all that. It's still a bit far away. We get confirmation that the Devil Banisher's range that they have right now to help snipe Satan has about 20-meter radius within the test that they have done. But airflow in Asia does not affect the Black Flame, which is a good thing. But worst case scenario, it'd be best to hit Satan within 15 meters. The closer the better, and further enough away from him not to notice. Now, Yukio is asking Dr. Naeus if it'd be alright if he took the shot since he is a Dragoon. Rocket launchers aren't very precise and they can't afford to fail. But Naeus says that no, he's trained with it all this time, he can handle it. And Yukio lets it be, says, okay then, I'll be your spotter then. As he also gives orders to the rest of the X-Wires, stating that they will be the flankers, as they move out to where they need to snipe. Shura confronts Yukio and is noticing that he is wobbling and seems out of sorts. I mean, why wouldn't he? He literally had to fight his brother toe-to-toe, as Satan's soul came out of his eye and weakened him even more. So, he's now 100% to fight, and it does show. Yukio says that he'll be able to handle it, but Shura reminds us that, as always, whenever Yukio says that he can handle it, he can't really handle it. So Shura says to take the lead, and Yukio agrees, shocking Shura immensely, stating, wait, no, this cannot be right. Normally, you act like a wimpy Four Eyes, and you would be in crybaby mode right now, saying that he can do it alone. And Yukio even agrees that, yes, I am a crybaby Four-Eyed Wimp, shocking Shura even more, saying, I can't believe this, what's got it into you? And Yukio, in a serious panel, says, my apologies. And Shura is freaking out even more, wondering what the hell is going on with him. Is his stomach bothering him? Or is he depressed or angry or something? Yukio just says, don't worry about it, I am fine. And Shura just says, okay, then things are cool. Telling him to follow her. Now, real quick, I love Shura. She provides a lot of the comedic relief in almost any scene she is in, and her dynamic with Yukio and Rin is just always a treat to watch. I love them. She is literally like the concerned or arrogant older sister to those two, and I love it. Shura always manages to bring a smile on my face whenever she does something hilarious or just downright insane. So it's just always a treat to see her on screen. They continue their way to the mountain crag. Yukio is looking on to where Rin is, saying that he's counting on him. And we see the octopus is hitting itself, landing blow after blow after blow, attacking itself, thus confirming that the black mist is affecting it, which I don't know why it didn't occur to me to begin with in the last chapter, but I guess I didn't notice it. But yeah, the octopus seems to have been fully defeated, and we see a nice big full-page panel of the black flame dragon hovering over the battlefield as all of the weaker, mindless demons have basically been taken out or rendered unconscious and or disappeared. And now all the Exorcists are getting ready to attack. A lot of them are beginning to attack Aegon, the King of Water, and he creates a shield. Then the King of Flames appears and uses a giant flame pillar to hit all the Exorcists away and deal damage, saying that he's going to roast all of them. And then the China branch leader throws an attack, Black Claws, chanting a chant that I can't really tell what it is, and throws him at her. But they manage to pierce right through her attack, lands a hit, and she feels a little wobbly. And it's explained that these are holy needles, and they come from a crystallization of Arumahel. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it has a coating specifically formulated from black flame, causing anything they graze to fall unconscious. I love her so much. She literally asked the Demon Kings, do Demon Kings dream? And then we cut back to Rin against Satan as he throws Satan slash after Satan slash after Satan slash, doing a barrage of slashes against Satan as he then begins to cackle nefariously and blasts Rin away once more out of sheer presence. And I like how he's literally just mocking Rin, being like, that thing, you call that attack a Satan slash? And Rin's like, well, I'm not the one who named it. But then Satan gets up and says, let me show you how it's done. Pulling his hand back and motioning it forward, doing his own Satan slash. As Rin manages to dodge it, but it literally shatters the ground around it. And then we get a 2-page spread showing that Satan was aiming for the black dragon. And he slices that thing in half in one fell swoop. And that is honestly a really nice and detailed panel, which I lost my mind when I saw this originally. And I have to say, once again, we are actually starting to show Satan's strength right now. He's actually starting to fight, which I'm really happy about. But now the Exorcists have lost a powerful ally and weapon in this fight as it now begins to dissipate. And Satan ends up throwing an attack at the Chinese branch leader, piercing her in the chest. And I don't know if he's alive or dead, but this is a really awesome and dramatic panel from right here. Rin is shocked to see this, and as Satan is cackling, she is burning up in the air as she falls, as he just begins to name this attack as well and calls it the Satanic Kebab, as he laughs nefariously, saying that this is great, saying that no matter how much power he uses, he can barely even feel it. His body moves easily, and he can actually use his strength to overpower anything, saying that there is no greater joy in this world. And I like that we're continuously building up on how terrifying Satan is and how incredibly overpowered he is compared to every other character, especially Rin, who's inherited his flames. But Rin isn't concerned with Satan at the moment as he runs off to go catch the branch leader, pissing off Satan as Rin's basically just ignoring him after picking a fight with him. But then Baal basically wraps Satan in like cobwebs and string, and I have to say I like Baal's reaction when Satan just glares at him saying, "I'm sorry, Papa," and just books it out of there. Satan says, "Who do you take me for?" But then he starts to gasp for air as Lewin is stating another incantation, as this is compressed air. Satan is stuck in place as of right now, and he can't breathe. Arthur says repent as he begins to chant. These shallow and crude shadows wear skin hiding their true selves as they seek to annihilate human beings, the lords of all things. Such iniquity is an abomination as he uses his sword to cut off a piece of his hair and then feeds it to his sword Caliburn, saying to lend him his strength. As another blade appears on his sword, as he begins to stage another attack, essentially using it as a bow, stating Angelic Slasher Thunderbolt, launching an arrow of pure lightning straight at Satan. Satan, unable to move, ends up getting hit point blank and cut straight in half, as we see the detailed explosion as it rips through him. And I have to say, that is a really cool panel. And then we get an aftermath panel showing the actual explosion, as Satan's body is charred and broken to pieces on the ground, to the shock of the rest of the Demon Kings. As Lewin just says, "What do you call that?" Arthur just says, "Arthur August Angel's Holy Light Descension," ending the chapter. That was well worth a month's wait, I have to say. That was honestly a really, really awesome chapter. And I have to say, Blue Exorcist, I'm so happy I caught up and I am reading this monthly. It'd be great if this was weekly or bi-weekly, but I think this makes the beginning of the month for me. Blue Exorcist has just been really good this far, and with how things are going, this could actually shape up to be the final arc, potentially. We still haven't seen Shiemi or a Maimon in this final battle right now, assuming that this is the final battle as all the major players are involved. And Rin went off to go save one of the branch leaders, leaving Satan behind. Now Rin's definitely going to come back to the fight, potentially with a rage boost for all we know. And Yukio is getting ready to help the Doctor with that Devil Breaker, the Devil Banisher, to try and snipe at Satan point blank. Now, obviously, Satan isn't dead. They had basically an immortality serum or whatever implanted into the clone body so it could handle Satan's immense power. So obviously Satan's going to get up. How quickly? I don't know. But Satan's definitely not dead. That was one hell of a final attack and showing why Arthur is a paladin. But still, Satan's getting back up. How long it's going to take? I'd say give it a chapter. Probably the end of the next chapter, he's going to be back up on his feet and going to have to fight Rin and Angel. Rin and Arthur. And maybe even Lewin and the other branch chiefs. Because that does seem to be a very fair matchup. Because Satan was just not affected by Rin's blows whatsoever. Maybe a little nick from surprise, but other than that, nothing. And I wonder how long it's going to take for an actual attack from the Devil Banisher. I can't wait to see that. Honestly, there's just so much to talk about for Blue Exorcist and to consider. But all in all, I'm very happy with this chapter. It did what I was expecting. An extension on Rin versus Satan. Arthur doing something, which was honestly incredibly epic. Setting up the sneak attack. And we got a nice little Shura and Yukio comedic moment that just brightened up my days so much. But yeah, that was the chapter. Honestly, that was a relatively quick read for me. And I have to say, the artwork continues to impress and improve with every chapter. That 1-2-page spread of the dragon getting cut in half was just honestly amazing. I know I said that when I was talking about that portion, but it is true. It was a really awesome panel. But with that, we reached the end of the video. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below about what you think is going to happen next. How long it's going to take for Satan to get back up after that immense blow. And what do you think is going to happen with Rin and Yukio and how their sides are going to work against Satan. Will this be the final arc, or do we have another arc or two left? When will Shiemi and Amaimon make their grand appearance to help in this battle? Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe once more and hit the notification bell for updates on future videos. It really does help and lets me know that you guys want more Blue Exorcist content. And if you want to see more stuff outside of chapter reviews on the channel and more frequently, don't forget to support me and check out my Patreon and my Ko-fi accounts. Links in the description below and up top in the title card if you want to support the channel more directly. I do have a lot of more stuff planned for this channel and I want to do more than chapter reviews. So any and all help would be very much appreciated. With all that said and done, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I hope you all have an awesome day.